Hello and welcome to NSK's PV Power Hour for June 2nd, 2018. My name is Yoshi. This is a podcast about Japanese idols brought to you by NewSchoolKaidan.com, and I'm joined, as always, by Charlie Draco Cowden. What's up?
No, hold on.
Not a whole lot.
I forgot what I was doing today.
What you were doing is not sleeping. That's what you were doing.
That's true. No,
So-
I was helping remove an engine.
That sounds like hard work.
A little bit.
I mean, you need a lift and a crane.
Yeah, we have a crane.
Yeah, of course you do. You have everything.
Well, actually, I should say my brother's work has one. So
Yeah, but you have access to all these things.
Lifting is not the issue.
Hey, is your car stuck in a ditch? I got a winch.
Yeah, he does.
You do?
No, what? My brother does.
Well, you know people. I mean, yeah, I actually have a friend who has a Jeep. He souped up his Jeep and put a winch on the front of the Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
And also has an air compressor so he can fill tires.
Yeah.
And he also has a Call of Duty sticker on the side of the Jeep.
Okay, no, that's just
it is one of a kind, my friend. Oh my god. It's amazing.
My brother should put a air compressor on it. But
yeah, it's really useful. He put air in my tires. It was amazing.
He's got big old 40-inch tires on his.
Oh Jesus!
When he goes off road, he airs them down. So he should have one just so he could air them back up when he goes back on the highway.
Right. Yeah. So this is a podcast where we talk about Japanese idol music video releases. We rank them from good to bad, bad to worst, bad to good, however you want to do it. The rankings or scale goes from repeat, playlist, shelf, and dump. So that's from good to bad. So we'll be rating the music and the video separately, but we'll be giving them ratings according to our expertise because we're super experts on this, Draco.
And personal opinion.
And personal opinions, yes.
I don't think anything is really dump worthy tonight.
No, I think it's a solid week. So let you guys be the judge too. You at home listening and watching us live at twitch.tv/NewSchoolKaidan and youtube.com/NewSchoolKaidan. You be the judge too. We're gonna link everything. You can have access to all the videos so you can watch it along with the podcast, and you tell us what you guys think too. So here we go. Let's get started. First up, Sakura Ebis, Everybody Wanna Be, or Ebi Body Wannabe.
Oh, I forgot to turn that down.
So we're getting some Stardust, I guess.
Yeah, some personality in a previously bland group.
Yep. This is the non-blocked Stardust kind because Ebichu's blocked. That makes me sad.
Which is thanks, Sony.
Yeah, they're literally the only group that's blocked. I think no, Tokimeki Sendenbu's also blocked. I think so.
Are they also under Sony Music Japan?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're under, but they're blocked too. Last couple times I tried watching their stuff, it was blocked. So. Yeah, Sakura Ebis, they're one of the newer Stardust groups. Let's talk about PV. Huh?
I think they're the newest group.
I think they are. Yeah.
I don't think they've come out with another group since. So.
No. I don't know because Stardust pooped out like 3 groups in a span of a year. So, and this Sakura Ebis happened at the tail end of it. So I don't even know.
They did like 4. Yeah,
it was like Tokimeki Sendenbu and what is it? Hachamicha. I'm completely blanking on that one group's name.
Tokimeki Sendenbu, Batten Shoujo
Tai. And then another group, I forgot their name.
Yeah, and then I think Sakura Ebis.
Yep. So, yeah, I don't think they have added anyone, but let's talk about the PV. This PV is kind of like telling a story, not a story, but just the members longing to be something in life, which is why the title is called Everybody Wanna Be. So they want to be brides, they want to be a CEO of a company, they want to be things. So the songs or PV is about your dream.
So she wants to be a waitress?
Yes, she super wants to be a waitress because that's everyone's dream.
Okay. Sure.
Yep.
I guess.
And this PV is pretty much entirely a CG PV, except for one shot where they are dancing in front of a white background, but it doesn't happen too often. But I would say 85 to 90% of the PV is CG, but the CG work is excellent.
At least the confetti's real.
Right. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of cool seeing the members dress up into different occupations and stuff with just really solid CG work.
Yeah, there's none of that. Well, okay, there's a little bit of it where they're like, you can tell that it was chroma keyed around them.
Right.
But it's not nearly as bad as some we've seen.
No, this is solid. It's well done. And when they're like, at least in the first chorus, right? It goes into the chorus and they have these moving platforms CG'd with the members dancing on top of it. It looks really cool and well done. It adds depth, it adds movement, and it doesn't look like cheap CG. It looks just done well.
Yeah. I suppose the desk is probably real too, but the rest of that shot's CG'd.
Right. Yeah.
So there's a few set pieces, but not many.
Yeah, it's mostly CG. You know, they do like 8-bit graphic stuff. They're being chased. Yeah, YouTube UI. They're chased by a shark. Minority Report kind of technology screening and stuff. It's just really well done.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah. The song is, I don't know, just a pretty straightforward idol song, I think. Nothing too crazy.
My only issue is the symbol that's in there is just way overused.
I didn't really notice that. Okay.
I did. Started driving me nuts. If it wasn't for that, I think I would be fine with the song. But that symbol is just constant in time with the bass. And
is it like during the chorus and stuff, or?
Yeah, well, it's all through it, except for the one part where it like slows down and the instruments really thin out. But yeah, it shows up during the chorus a lot.
Yeah, that's just like that simple disco beat, dance beat. So, yeah, it'll happen.
Yeah, it just feels a little too noisy with that in there.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I also think that this song kind of, if they had something with a little, like some voice with a little bit more conviction, a little bit more attitude, I think it would have been better. I think they're still lacking that voice.
I think there's a little too much almost talking in this. There's a few places where it sounds like they're almost talking instead of singing.
Yeah.
Or maybe sort of kind of rapping.
Yeah, I think it's not even about technical ability. It's just like when you're a writer, right? The first thing you want to do or develop as a writer is to find your own voice.
Yeah.
I'm still not hearing that here. It's like the members aren't distinguishing themselves differently. So they all kind of sound similar. And when they do sing solo parts, it just feels a little, I don't know, stale. It doesn't feel like they're,
Lackluster.
yeah, it just feels like they're not putting their everything into it. Because this is a pretty goofy song
Yeah.
overall. So, I think they should have gone a little more aggressive with their singing. It just seems a little lazy
Yeah.
singing wise. So
Yeah, it's very, very standard idol singing.
yeah.
So I definitely saw that.
All
The
right.
PV gives them personality, but yeah, the voices don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a solid song though. I think it's pretty catchy. I'd listen to it.
I think I would shelf both. Um, I don't really see myself rewatching this PV. There's not a whole lot for me to be interested in. And not invested at all in the members right now. So,
Well, this is a good step though, right?
yeah, no, definitely better than their previous stuff. Their previous stuff was really, really boring.
I remember the one where they were just in a parking garage or something. That was it. And yeah, I don't remember which one it was, but I just remember the parking garage and it was really plain. And I was like,
Yeah.
this cannot be Stardust. I refuse to believe it. This is more along the lines of Stardust, which is always nice to see. Especially considering Momoclo has been not as Stardust recently, basically. But other groups are picking it up for them.
Yeah, and this is their first album, so
yeah. An album already. Jesus. All right.
12 songs.
Yep. That's good. Good for them. I'm gonna playlist the PV. I think the PV is really well done. I'm not sure. The reason why it's not a repeat is because I'm not invested in the group yet. That's on me, of course. So I don't really feel the draw to watch it over and over again. But I can recognize that this PV is really well done. Song I would playlist as well. It's really solid. It's catchy. It's missing whatever I said about the vocals. It's just missing a little more punch. I want more balls from the members, if you will. So yeah, I just needed a little bit more from the vocals. Not about, I don't need them to sing like, Whitney Houston or Celine Dion. I just need them to put a little more oomph into it. So
you want them singing more like, Joan Jett.
Sure, Joan Jett. Or like, yeah, sure. And like Ebichu, right? Ebichu goes all out. Like when you hear Kobayashi Kaho or Nakai Mariko sing, it's not very pleasant in that they're not very good singers, but they go all out. Yeah. They're convincing. They sound like they care. This little lazy in the vocals, I think.
Or they don't care. That's why they do it.
But it sounds like they're passionate about not caring. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about them.
I don't care that I sound like...
Right. I don't care that I sound like crap or I'm not a very good singer. I don't care. You listen to me scream is basically...
I'm singing in my shower right now, and I don't care.
Yep. That's probably where they record their vocals because it doesn't sound very good most of the time. All right. That's Sakura Ebis. Everybody Wanna Be. Next up, pull your pants down because we're going to... Okay, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Banging.
Oh, yeah, no, don't go there.
Nope, we're not going there. But I have went there. So Fairies just out Fairies themselves. Just amazing in terms of attitude spilling out of my computer screen. And I haven't heard a song where the singer asks a DJ to play their favorite song since Madonna or Jennifer Lopez in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So this is just amazing in its own right.
The last couple singles from Fairies, they've been trending upwards with me.
Oh, really?
I've been enjoying their stuff more.
Was it Light Me Up, right? Last one that we talked about?
I don't remember.
I think it was Light Me Up, and it had like lights in the background. They're wearing crazy clothes. Crazier than this, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been getting better. I'm the last 2 or 3 singles I've liked a lot more than their previous stuff. What was the one they did in LA?
Bling Bling My Love.
Yeah, I would say after that one,
That
they've started going up.
sure. But I think Bling Bling My Love is as Fairies as it gets, you know?
Probably, yeah.
It just that attitude, hey, we're gonna use very outdated words and phrases
Hmm.
because no one really says banging anymore. Everyone says like lit and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
No one says off the chain anymore, but I can see them releasing a single in the fall called Off the Chain. I'm calling it right now.
Or what was the other phrase? Like off the hook.
Off the hook, yep. No one says that anymore, but I'm pretty sure Fairies will release a single with one of those titles. So yeah, this song it's kind of dancey. It's not really fast and focuses more on the attitude. And I'm not sure if I'm in love with the song. I can kind of get down with the corniness, but I'm not all in on this. I think it's serviceable.
I enjoyed the song. Yeah, this is probably my favorite Fairy song so far.
Ever?
Yeah.
Better than Superhero, better than Bling Bling My Love, better than Kiss Me Babe, better than White Angel, better than Beat Generation.
Yeah.
Wow. I like all those songs that I just listed
Because
more.
I didn't care for White Angel or Beat Generation.
I like those songs a lot, so.
That was back when I really didn't care for Fairies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely like this. I don't know at all what you would call this genre, but
I think it's like dance pop.
yeah. Whatever it is.
Definitely Western K-pop influences for sure. Not
Yeah.
quite all the way Western K-pop, but
It-
definitely influences.
Yeah, there's influences, but it's not like you listen to it. It's not like
Chelsea. Yeah.
where it's like
That's K-pop.
this is K-pop. This is like we took some elements, but we didn't give it that K-pop sound.
Right. This is Japan not trying. Japan's answer to K-pop, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. So I definitely enjoy this one.
Yeah, not quite there for me. The PV takes place in like a garage
or a subway.
Yeah, it's like underground and dark, and there's like graffiti in the background. And if you read the graffiti in the background, it lists a lot of the single titles from their past. So that's pretty cool.
Huh.
Mr. Platonic, Kiss Me Babe, Alive, Bling Bling, My Love is there. So that's cool. There's a little throwback.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention to the graffiti.
Yeah, I didn't either. It just kind of popped into my vision, and I'm like, oh, I recognize those words.
I just figured it was some random graffiti.
Right. It probably said off the chain or off the hook. So.
Yeah, it's a fairly dull PV. There's
geez, what are they thinking with this PV?
It's a dance shot. That's pretty much it.
Which I can understand. They did the same with Light Me Up Fam, or whatever the last single was. It was all dance shot, which it's Fairies. I get it. That's kind of their thing, is that they're really good dancers or they have really intense choreography.
Yeah.
But this sounds more like a club dance song. So I feel like this is one of those PVs where they should have done it in the club, but of course you need the crowd, you know,
Yeah.
drinking and snorting coke and popping Molly.
And they probably wouldn't have had that.
No, so
Because Fairies started off really big and then kind of went bleh. And they went on hiatus, or they had a very extended period where they weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
Because then they came back with Bling Bling My Love, which there was quite a bit of. There's a pretty good gap in there. There's a few solo shots in here which are pretty good.
I mean,
but
it doesn't enhance the PV, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. The backgrounds aren't all that interesting. There's like, what is it? The medicine balls that you can see at a gym or a training facility. Like,
yeah.
Why? I don't know.
They needed a shape.
Yep. They asked Hello Project if they could borrow some of their balls. Because Hello Project has a lot of balls for their sets, so.
No. So, yeah.
Anything else on this?
No, there's not much here to say on the PV.
Yeah, it's very plain for me.
Other than it's a short version.
Yep. Members look great.
Yeah.
There's that one shot of Momoka doing that. I'm gonna pull my hair back. Hey, cameraman, get a close-up shot of my back because look at me, I'm Momoka. So
and my shirt's like half missing off my back.
Yeah. Is that what you want, cameraman? Yeah. And the cameraman's like, yeah, that's what I want. Make love to the camera. Yeah.
So yeah. I'd put the song on. I'd put it on a playlist. I could see this song. If I put it on repeat, I could see the song getting annoying. I could see it getting old.
That's sort of like how I feel about every Fairies song.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that if I listen to it too much, I would get tired of it.
Yeah. The PV, this is probably the one that's like borderline dump, but I think I'd put it on a shelf. It's shot well. It's not filtered to death, and the members look good.
I feel like it looks like in the second half they're going to change it up and go to a different look, or the camera angles are a little bit different. So I feel like we're missing maybe something interesting later, but I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah,
I would shelf both the PV and the song. That's Fairies banging. God damn. All right, next up, Morning Musume 1-8. Agana.
Thanks, Sidku.
Oh,
I love you, Sidku.
This is the best title of all time.
I opened this song up and listened to about 15 seconds of it, looked at the description, went, yep, that's what I thought.
It's Tsuku, right?
Yep.
It's the most Tsuku song of all time. Oh, man. But yeah, this is definitely that attitude song, because my makeup isn't put on right, so I'm mad. I'm a teenage girl song, so.
And I look like shit.
Yep. My self-confidence, but you know what? Agana.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the PV first, because I think that's the most the biggest thing that stood out to me in this, aside from the fact that this song is hella Tsunku.
Yeah.
The PV, it's a big ass set. This is like the biggest set I've seen Hello Project or Morning Musume use in quite a long time, I feel like.
Yeah, it's definitely got like the most props in it.
Props, depth, color. Yeah. It's really nice looking.
And it's not all one shape?
Yeah. There's like
Or
scaffolding, there's lifts, there's a car in the back for some reason, ladders. Looks like a construction site, but then some asshole like drove his really nice car into it,
yeah.
which is probably Tsunku. He got a little drunk last night.
I'm thinking about this car here.
Definitely an American car, convertible.
Is is that the same car from the next PV?
Uh I don't know. No, it's not the next one, but
No, it
the
is.
next one.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember a car being featured
Or
in the
well,
next.
okay, no, it's not. It's the first one in the rapid fire.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
I think it is.
I don't
Oh,
know cars, so it just looks like a red convertible from like the 60s, maybe 50s, 70s.
it's yeah, it's if it's the same car, it's a Ford Mustang.
Right.
And yeah, it's an older model.
Another thing visually that stands out to me in this PV is how the members are dressed. They don't have outfits. It's all like street clothes, but it's definitely like production team chosen street clothes. This is not
Yeah.
street clothes from their closet. Because this looks like mid 2000s Disney Channel teeny bop TV show outfits.
Well, yeah, yeah. Mid 2000, yeah.
I'm gonna guess this is what Hannah Montana was wearing during her peak.
Uh,
I'm gonna Google Hannah Montana real quick.
less belly shirts?
Yeah, maybe, but like just the
But
the
yeah,
combination of random shapes and colors that don't really make any sense. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like it's something. It doesn't feel very modern, as in like the
yeah.
trends of today. It just feels kind of aged slightly
It's very coordinated, I guess you could say, as far as the outfits go.
because they all wearing questionable stuff.
Well, no, it's just you can tell that whoever did this knew what they were doing as far as fashion when they were picking out the outfits, but
Because they're all equally questionable.
I
That's
mean,
how I see it.
they're not Sunku level questionable.
Tsunku is a god, okay?
Uh, yeah, but you know, Postman or whatever was not good outfits. Neither was Dot Bikini.
Well, basically anything early Smilage or during Smilage's. We have the shortest skirts in Japan. That
Yeah,
was a very awkward thing to kind of say out loud.
yeah, or
So
anything with the plastic outfits.
yeah. Which I guess it's better than them wearing plastic outfits, but when I see the dancing machine Ishida Ayumi wearing a skirt that goes down to her ankles and kind of loses the shape of a dancer,
Mm,
it feels like
yeah.
kind of it's like putting ankle weights on an athlete during a championship game, you know? It just feels like unnecessary thing to hold them back physically. I'm sure that's not enough to hold her back, but it just like that's not a performance outfit. That's more like, hey, I'm going to the movies outfit.
Yeah, yeah, and I wouldn't say any of these are performance outfits.
Yeah.
So
And because the letter A is part of the title, they're like everything we do in the song is gonna be an A, including the
yeah,
choreo, the ladder that
yeah,
shines, and then the A formation at the end.
the
So
hands
the hand, yeah, they do the finger thing like this, and yeah.
or something. Yeah, and then that I think the graphic overlaid on top of it was the worst.
I don't think it was the worst, but yeah, it wasn't really necessary. But I think they were just trying to hit the letter A home.
I guess. I mean, the ladder was a really obvious choice
Yes, it was.
for a set piece. So yeah,
I just love how they were like, I don't think we've said the letter A enough or shown it enough. So let's just keep showing it and saying it.
what does the title even mean?
My I think my guess is Egana in Japanese is like Kansai dialect term for like it'll be fine or it's fine or I'm fine.
Okay.
So they just put that into whatever the closest thing it sounds like in English.
Okay. That sounds
And,
good.
and because Tsunku is from Osaka, that's his dialect. So I think that theory makes sense. He also wrote a song, E Ijanaika, or
Yeah.
that's
Agent. No, that's Sachihoko.
yeah. What is the one that Smilage did? Ijanaika, Ijanaika, Sijanaika. God damn it! What is that fucking song?
Wasn't
Ah,
wasn't Agent
Eka, 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 Ea, yeah, Eka, Eka, right? Smilage,
I
Eka,
don't remember that song,
yeah,
but
Eka, yeah, yeah. That's definitely Kansai dialect too.
okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yep. So yeah, this PV is kind of like a bigger production for Hello Project, which is great to see. Like the
Yeah.
number 244 on the website said, they are, they're the flagship, so they should be treated as the flagship.
Yeah, and they really haven't been.
No, that's the sad part. It seemed like a lot of the other groups were kind of taking their spotlight or the talk. So
Especially Anger Me or Enjutamu.
yeah,
They had some pretty good PVs, but the Hello Project was a bit lacking. And
yeah,
I see they kind of brought back the formation dances for this one.
yeah, a little bit.
So the dances are a little more precise and crisp, I
Mhm.
guess, than the previous couple singles anyway.
Yep. Um, I also think the lighting is kind of weird in this. It just feels a little dark. I think the lighting is kind of lacking. It
It's a
actually kind
little
of looks
yellow.
yellow, yeah, bronze-ish,
Yeah.
brownish. So I don't really like that, but I think this is a pretty good PV overall.
Yeah. I mean they're not Japan filtering it, at least as heavily.
Right. It's definitely not Japan filter. It just looks like when a member has their head at a certain angle where their chin is pointing down, you can see the shadow created above their eyes and their forehead, and you can't
Yeah.
see their face. So, like,
Yeah.
that's not really cool with me. That I'm like, I want to see Makino Maria's face. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
The song is Tsunku. I don't know what else to
yeah.
say.
Yeah, it's Sudku. If you know Sudku, you know what the song's gonna sound like.
It's Tsunku's electro dance pop. So,
Yeah,
and I do think it's very catchy.
yeah, yeah. It's got a good hook right from the start. Even though they do say "gonna" a lot.
Yeah, I think it can get repetitive. I can see people getting tired of it, but for me, it
Yeah,
works. Like it's fine.
yeah,
I also think that each part of the song, like verse, pre-chorus, chorus, is very segmented. It doesn't flow very well. You know where it stops, and then it just
mhm,
starts because there's no actual flow to it. It's just like boom, stop. Okay, next part. Here we go. So, it's
yeah,
not a very smooth song. It's kind of abrupt. So,
yep.
all right, you want to rate it?
Um, I would. I think I'd playlist both. The PV is kind of borderline shelf for me, but I think I'd playlist this one.
Yep. I'm in complete agreement. The members look great, but the colors aren't great. That's my biggest complaint. I also think maybe the members could have interacted with the set behind them, maybe go up on the scaffolding, climb the ladder, do something. It just feels a little too focused on the choreo, which, I guess that's the point when you work very hard on the choreo. But I feel like they should have or could have interacted with the set, especially climbing up on the scaffolding. It would have been cool to see the members in different heights and stuff. And yeah, that would have made
Yeah.
the PV a little more varied. So yeah, playlist both songs hella catchy, and yeah, PV's fun. Not fun.
Yep.
It's a good PV. Because the next PV we're going to talk about is fun. That was Morning Musume. 1-8 Agana. Next up, Shiritsu Ebisu Chuugaku. Doka Don Den.
I forgot to reorganize my PVs. And my tabs. I was on the wrong one.
So, Ebichu, they're back.
Sort of.
They're back to do dumb shit again.
Yeah. It's pretty dumb.
So, the members of Ebichu are part of the police force. They're all like detectives and inspectors and all the positions you have in a, police force, I guess. Like, Hoshina Mide is like, no, it was Kobayashi Kaho is like suspicious detective, and then they show Hoshina Mide right afterwards, and her title is even more suspicious detective. Like, it's really dumb and stupid and
Yeah.
kind of pointless. Yeah, it doesn't really, like, their positions and roles don't really matter because this is not a police detective PV. This is a kaiju battle PV, essentially. An asteroid or a meteor crashes into Tokyo, I'd imagine, and turns out it is Watanabe Naomi, the variety talent. She is the kaiju. She is a massive monster. She is the height of buildings and just dancing along with Ebichu.
I don't know her.
No?
No.
She's in everything, man.
I did not recognize her.
No? Yeah, if you Google her, she's been in a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, this is, I don't know. It's got that like 80s
detective show.
And
like
then
a Starsky and Hutch kind of thing, right? It's kind of gritty.
Well, some of the 70s or 80s Japanese like detective Yakuza type shows.
Right. They try to go for gritty, goofy, basically.
Yeah. But then they throw in the like Ultraman.
Right, which is why I don't understand why they were detectives in the first place, because they weren't really solving a crime. There's like a thing where it was Mayama Rika. She was getting held as hostage in a Mexican standoff, and then they're like, oh, we got to take care of the asteroid meteor that crashed. So,
after she punches the guy in the face and knocks him out.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so what is this policing going on? There's really isn't any.
No, and then it's like really stupid. They walk into the parking garage. They can clearly see it's the same person, and they start dancing.
Yep. So Watanabe Naomi is, when she first lands, she's just this massive kaiju as tall as the buildings. Then Ebichu start dancing alongside her on top of a building. Ebichu members are normal sized humans, and they're dancing alongside her. And then afterwards, they pull out laser guns and shoot her, and she shrinks to the size of a human. And then they dance. They have a dance off in a parking garage, and it's taped off it as a crime scene. And at the end, they stop dancing because the song ends, and then Watanabe Naomi pulls the cord or a chain and throws a net onto the Ebichu members, capturing them, and that's basically it.
Makes absolutely no sense.
Absolutely no sense. But you know what? I'll take this over. We're dancing at a college campus with no tie to us, no humor, no entertainment. Here, we're singing at an auditorium in a college. Like, I'll take this gladly over anything they've done in the past 2 years ish.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking superhero has been at least 3.
It's been 3, I think. The craziest thing they've done in the past 3 years is that one PV where they had like crazy pink hair and shower heads. It was Ai's last single from last year. I don't remember the
Yeah.
song. I don't remember liking the song very much. And also, Sudden Death was kind of crazy. I don't know if you remember that one.
No, I don't remember that one.
No? Okay. Yeah.
Okay, this
So,
Wikipedia is really out of date. There hasn't been any updates since 2016.
nice. So this is the craziest thing Ebichu's done in a long time. And this is, if you like Stardust Crazy, you'll enjoy this. I love this. Everything about it. The outfits that they're wearing, it's hilarious with like the detective visors and stuff like that. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Just everything about it. The CG work for Watanabe Naomi is fantastic as well. She looks like a massive giant monster. It's great. It's just dumb and amazing.
Yeah. No, it's good. The song is, I don't know, electro pop, electro dance.
It's weird, yeah, for sure. It's not really a genre that I can clearly say it's a genre. Um, it's if to me it feels like maybe if Beastie Boys still released new music and they weren't rapping, it would sound like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
That's the impression I got. There's no rapping here, but to me, like the guitar riff, Beastie Boys incorporate a lot of guitar and rock elements to their music, as people should know. So I think this is kind of an homage to that, but without the rapping.
Yeah, I can see that. Or hear that.
That's the
I
closest
would
I can
agree.
think of.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that's fairly accurate.
And I don't think this song is the catchiest song, but I think this song is so unique that even a above average melody is catchy. Just overall, it feels so unique and different from what we hear typically. So I really enjoy the song.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this song. Probably not that as much. Um, yeah, I don't know if I am that hot on the song, but it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Yep.
We'll see how long it lasts. I expect about one single and then it'll change again.
Oh no, I don't want to think about that.
But and I hope there is some sort of to be continued on this.
That would be cool.
Figure out why they decided to do a dance with her and then stupidly get captured.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, you want to rate it?
I would shelf the song and I'd shelf the PV. Even though there's a lot going on in here and it's well done, it's a good PV, I don't see myself rewatching it.
Man, I'm so sad. I will. I'll playlist the PV, playlist the song as well. Um, I can understand your concerns. I do think that this PV, for as fun and goofy as it is, and how well it's done, it is lacking in variety for sure. So I can see this PV kind of not being like repeat worthy, but I think there's just so much good goofiness going on with, I don't know, like really fresh concepts that I haven't seen in a while or ever for idols. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. And the song is very unique and it's got a good hook. So I enjoy it. That's Shiritsu Ebisu Chuugaku Doka Donden. And we got three more PVs to talk about in the rapid fire ratings. So we'll keep it a quick here. Task Have Fun, Kimel Rock You. So did you come to the conclusion that this car is the same? It is?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it looks very similar.
Yep. Yeah, I'm 100% positive that is the same car.
Yeah.
Um, I did catch the name on the one in the morning Musume PV. It was a Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I am 100% sure this is the same car.
Yep, that I believe it. So the members of Tax of Fun are being rotated on a platform while they're sitting on this Mustang, and that's most of the PV. The rest of the PV is them just dancing in a white room with the car behind them,
In
rotating.
synchros.
Yes.
It's super wide, which I don't like because there's
Yeah.
some
It's
really weird.
narrow. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
narrow.
yeah, it's like 20 by 9 or whatever it is, 21 by 9.
It's so wide that it's narrow, right? There's really no real estate for height.
Yep.
So it's all about width. And yeah, I mean, it's unique, I guess.
But it's not a good thing.
Yeah, I don't enjoy that much
It
either.
might even be like ultra wide.
Yeah.
Which makes it like cropped in really weird ways.
Yeah. No, it feels like the members are cut off at random points.
Yeah.
When that's the intended effect that they're going for. So
yeah. It's like the shots in the white studio.
Yep. When
They're
they're standing, yep.
They're
It's very
supposed to
obvious.
be taller so you can actually see the car, but you can't. You can just see the girls.
Yep.
So
And you have to back out really, really far to get all of the members, from head to toe.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It seems not a good choice.
Yeah. Interesting choice to say the least. So, and this song is like rock and roll, like 50s rock and roll influenced.
Yeah.
And it's funny how it seems like it happens with every Task Have Fun song. When it gets to the chorus, it kind of turns into a very typical Idol song in terms of approach. It's kind of straightforward, but like during the verse and every other part, it feels like it maintains this unique rock and roll sound. And there's a weird disconnect for me where it just doesn't smoothly transition. Like my thoughts don't smoothly transition. So
no, yeah, this song doesn't smoothly transition. They both parts sound good, but yeah, they don't blend well.
yeah. I also think the melody isn't all that catchy. It's just kind of there. So
yeah, it's a very standard, I would say, Task Have Fun song.
Yep.
Which is not a bad thing, but it's pretty kind of boring.
You want to rate it?
I would shelf both. The PV does not have anything really interesting going on. And the song is, like you said, it's just kind of standard. There's not a whole lot there that's unique.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna dump the PV. I mean, it's really well done, and I like that their producer or director that they seem to get. I'm assuming it's always the same producer and director. They always have interesting ideas for the music videos. I just think this is a kind of a miss for me. There's not much going on. I don't like the super wide stuff. No real estate. It's all wide and kind of. It feels like someone's squeezing my eyes. So not a fan of this song. I'll shelf. It's fine. Just the melody is kind of weak. That's Task Have Fun. Kimi will rock you. Next up, BiSH. Life is Beautiful.
I disagree with that. But
So as soon as I read the title, right, even before I watched this PV, as soon as I read the title, I kind of had a feeling what I was in for, and it kind of came to be true.
yeah,
It was going to be some sort of story about someone's life because that's exactly what the title suggests, and it turned out to be that way.
yeah, yep. The PV is definitely that.
Yeah, so it tells a story of a boy and a girl. They've been together since birth. They go through high school and they get married. They have a child. They see the child off to marriage, and they're enjoying their older years, spending time with each other. And the wife passes away, and the husband is bawling his eyes out, and just yep, that's
Yep.
sort of the story. But it all takes place in one set, so it feels kind of
No, there's 2 sets.
yeah, but it's just it's not
Yeah.
it's not outside is what I guess I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's all in studio.
Yeah.
There's a lot of set pieces in the actual like drama story part.
Right. Like each set is connected to the other set. That's which is a thing they reveal in the end is they lift the camera up to get a very tall shot of the set, and it spells out life is beautiful. So it's an interesting idea, but just the drama scenes just feel very weirdly constricted and small. And you can tell that, the set is reused for every occasion. Like, hey, my daughter is getting married. I'm crying because, I'm seeing my daughter get married. But like you see like stuff that belongs in a house in the background.
Yeah.
So it just feels like everything takes place in the house. And it just feels kind of too contained for me.
Yeah. No, I would agree with that. It's honestly it's boring.
Yeah.
Um and I don't find the song that interesting either.
Yeah, it's exactly what you would think when you see the PV. It's just this kind of mellow folk rock song. It has the spoken word verse.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I don't think it's overly catchy either.
No. Nope. It's very sentimental. So yeah. All I can say is the blonde chick looks really old in this.
Linlin,
Like
why?
that hair is just
Ugh. Platinum
yuck.
blonde. The eyebrows are also platinum blonde. Yeah.
It's not even the fact that it's blonde, it's the hairstyle.
Yeah, that
Makes her
too.
look old.
Yeah. Yep. This PV, as touching as it is, to me, like at the end when the wife passes, my heartstrings were pulled, but it's not like I cried. It was kind of expected as where it was leading to.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't surprised by it. It's just, it's well done and nicely shot, but yeah, just very lackluster in terms of, I don't know, emotional investment for me.
Yeah. There was no emotional investment for me.
Yeah.
My heartstrings didn't move.
Yeah.
I watched this and went, yeah, this is exactly what I expected.
Yeah, you know what? The song didn't help either. If the
Nope.
song was maybe even a little bit better, maybe it would have made me feel a little bit better about the PV. But yeah, it's just, man, I enjoy BiSH a lot, but I feel like this is just, I don't want to start bringing up, these things, but like, is it being with Avex and them starting to get more popular? Is that leading towards less crazy stuff and more into this kind of stuff? We'll see. Time will only tell. But
I really hope not.
they're kind of going that way, I think. Seems like it.
Yeah.
Especially like considering the previous PV that we talked about. I don't remember the song. It was called like something blue, and it was in a room and stuff. It felt like this. It was kind of folksy and stuff. Yeah, not sure if I'm enjoying the direction they're going in.
Yeah.
All right, you want to rate it?
Um, I'd I'd shelf them. I'd shelf both. They're okay. There's nothing really bad about them. They're okay.
Yep, same. That's BiSH. Life is beautiful. And last but not least, Keakizaka 46. This is the Hiragana Keakizaka 46. So this is the
Yeah,
other Keakizaka.
I heard you and Number talking about that, and I'm still confused over it. But
They literally have one Nogizaka, goddamn, not Nogizaka, one Keyakizaka group where they spell it with a kanji, and this Keyakizaka group spells their name with hiragana. That is the difference, and the members are different.
Okay.
Yep. So people are like, "Hey, we want more Keyakizaka," so we got you more Keyakizaka. It's Pimp My Ride. Exhibits like, "Hey, I heard you like Keyakizaka, so I got you another Keyakizaka in your trunk," kind of thing.
Yeah. It's again, it feels like a sentimental song, but that's typical Keyakizaka. Or the 46 groups anyway.
Yep. This song is hella 46.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen this PV done before, especially with the volleyball, soccer ball. I feel like Nogi Saka did that.
I can't really recall, but
Yeah, I'd have to go do some like serious digging to figure that one out. But I feel like I've seen that aspect of it before.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is a teenage angst song and PV. The song definitely has adults. We're becoming adults. So this definitely feels like teenage angst too. We're not conforming to your ways, even though we're in a uniform for school.
Hey, we joined the Air Force.
Yeah, and a
That's what
hangar.
that's what it reminded me of. It like a private academy or something for those uniforms that they have at the end of the song.
Yeah. Yeah, so before they change into that uniform, they're all wearing different school uniforms. There's no uniformity at all.
Yeah.
So, and then they end up in a hangar or a garage of some kind, and they change into their uniforms. It doesn't even show them changing. It's just like next scene, boom, they're already in their new uniforms,
The
and
garage doors going up.
yep, and then they dance on top of a roof. It looks like a helipad.
Yep.
With no railings, so that's fucking scary. I would be scared if I was on top of that building.
Yeah, that'd be okay.
Yeah, I'm not good with heights, so I would piss my pants probably. So like the last 45 seconds they're dancing on the roof basically.
Yep.
And thankfully this song isn't very long. So I don't hate the song for it.
It's still 3.5 minutes long.
Right. But it's not a 5.5 Nogizaka sleeper, right?
No, but it probably is the one that would put me to sleep. Out of the ones tonight, anyway.
Like out of the ones tonight, yes. We had some interesting banging stuff tonight, so yes, I agree with you. This is probably the most sleep-inducing song of tonight.
I think the problem I have with this is it's like, oh, hey, look, I wave flags and batons and look at my skills. And then you got the one girl who plays saxophone and you see her doing it for like half a second.
Can you guys hear the saxophone that I'm playing? No, you just look like you're fingering the saxophone.
Not even fingering it, just blowing it.
Oh, God, we use two words that are totally appropriate for the conversation we're having, but totally inappropriate out of context.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just like, I don't know. It feels very, what's the word I'm looking for? Canned, patent, lame.
I don't know. It's kind of surreal and like them just dribbling a soccer ball or basketball in the middle of the street and playing volleyball like next to buildings. Like I like that surreal aspect to it. I just wish they did more dumb stuff and it wasn't so serious. I think that's my issue.
Why are they waving flags under an overpass?
Because they're practicing for color guard or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
No, I just think I like this surreal aspect of when like even Nogizaka's done PVs like this. I forgot. I think it was a PV called Sekai de Ichiban Kodoku no Lover or something like that. there it was just surreal stuff happening in Tokyo where one member, I think it was Nishino Nanase, was standing on top of like a curb thing that blocks the cars from going into areas they shouldn't be in. There were surreal elements in real life places, and I like that about this PV. Is it an interesting PV? No, not really, because nothing of interest actually happens. But I like PVs like this.
I think part of my issue is also that they're like, oh, hey, look at us do this thing. And then it's like cut back to the dance, and it's all very strict,
Right.
kind of.
No, that's definitely it. Like the members are expressionless, or if they are expressing, it's like anger and sadness.
Very precise.
Yeah.
All the dancing and stuff is very precise. The cuts are like very sharp. It feels very militaristic,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. It kind of turns me off to it.
It feels robotic in a way, right?
Yeah,
Emotionless and
lifeless.
yeah. So yeah, I can definitely see that. That feeling definitely comes out of this PV. It just feels dead.
Yeah.
So all right. You want to rate this?
Um, I guess since I said that, I should probably say I'm gonna dump the PV, but it's not a bad PV, so I would shelf it. The song is very, very much borderline shelf dump for me because it's yeah, I will never listen to this again. I mm, I don't think you could pay me to listen to this again. So yeah, it's boring.
Um I will shelf the PV. I like the way it's shot. I like the surreal aspects. I just wish they did a little bit more dumb stuff instead of being so serious. I don't like it when they're so serious. It happens with Kayaki and Nogizaka when they do music videos and songs like this. They're so serious. I never saw Dark Knight, but I'm like, why so serious? You know, just God, just they just feel like robots. They're just so expressionless and like I get it. That's the direction they're given. They're being told not to smile and be stern and cold looking. So I get it. It's definitely sets a tone.
Mm.
Just doesn't really gel with me. I want something a little bit warmer. So yeah, shelf the PV. I think it's solid, well shot. I like the surreal stuff, but yeah, not very interesting. Song, it's a shelf for me. I really liked instrumentals. I like the feel. I like the pace of the song. I like how long it is. But the melody I think is extremely weak. But I like everything else about it, so it's a shelf for me. So yeah, that's Kayakizaka 46. Kitai Shitanai Jibun. I don't know if I ever said the title. All right, that's all the PVs we're gonna talk about tonight. But before we end the show, MVPV of the night. That's where we discuss and come to a conclusion of the best PV talked about tonight. Not just video, audio included. So, what is your top two, three? Give me your favorites tonight.
Um, I'd probably have to go with Fairies and probably Sakura Ebis.
Oh God. Oh.
It's kind of a toss up between Sakura Ebis and Morning Musume.
Uh, Me, it's Morning Musume and Ebichu, and I think I like Ebichu slightly more, ever so slightly, but about even.
Yeah, I could see that.
Um,
I agree. Fairies PV was definitely not the greatest.
right. And I think as a song, I think for me, Morning Musume, Ebichu, Sakura Ebis had a better song than Fairies, and I would argue that all three of those songs that I just mentioned have a better PV than Fairies.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue the PV because it's a dance shot. Of course, Morning Musume's was basically a dance shot.
Yep. but
there
it was
was
more
a
interesting.
yeah, there's a more interesting set to it. And Sakura Ebis had the CG, which was well done, but
If you're strong, if you feel strongly about Sakura Ebis, I don't mind giving it to Sakura Ebis. Because it was really well done. But for me, my personal investment kind of overrides it and says Morning Musume Ebichu. Like, I will probably watch the Sakura Ebis PV and listen to that song more after today, but I know for a fact I will for Morning Musume and Ebichu. That's just my stance. But if you're strong about Sakura Ebis, I am okay with Sakura Ebis.
yeah. It'd be either that or Morning Musume if I had to pick between those two.
But you still like Sakura Ebis more than Morning Musume, right?
I'd say they're about equal.
I mean, if you say that, then I'd rather give it to Morning Musume. But
yeah, that's fine.
All right, so it's gonna be Morning Musume then. Morning Musume 1-8, A Ghana MVP of the week with Sakura Ebis and Ebichu and Fairies right behind them. Yeah, so that'll do it for the show. Don't forget, check out newschoolkaidan.com. Follow us on Twitter at newschoolkaidan, me at YoshiRect, Draco at Draco60, and Discord at discord.me/NSK. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, that'll do it for the show. See you guys next week.
Yeah, later.